The wolf demon chief and Lord Koga, was handsome but a self-absorbed demon, with big blue eyes, black hair and a high ponytail, was broad and had elf-like pointed ears. "So you finally come, Mutt-face?" he asked arrogantly as he patted one of the many regular wolves by his side as INUYASHA, Kilala, who was in her large form, Sango, who had her boomerang bow as she was wearing her combat gear and uniform, and Kagome, who had a bow and arrow with her, approached him and his wolves, stopping half a mile away from them. "What do you want?" INUYASHA questioned darkly, but Koga's eyes were elsewhere. When the dog god noticed where they were looking, he growled deeply. "Stay away from my mate, you mangy wolf trash!" he shouted as he laid a hand on his sword's handle threateningly. "Your mate? Ha! Don't make me laugh, Mutt-face. As if a girl as pretty as her would be mated with a half-breed like you," Koga retaliated. "It's none of your business, and why are you here?" the dog god demanded. "You know what I want. Hand over this land to me. You aren't a god, and this land should belong to a wolf demon tribe, who's much stronger than you and your band of rejects." "Why, you—" INUYASHA started, but was cut off by Kagome, who stepped forward. "You have no idea what you're talking about. INUYASHA may be a half-demon, but he is much kinder than you'll ever be. He cares for everyone who needs help, and you'll never have this land. The people and the demons here are strong, more than you, so beat it," the Miko yelled, surprising everyone, including herself. "Heh, you've got attitude, kitty. You should be with a real man like me instead of that pathetic Mutt-face. He's nowhere near good enough for you." Koga started, but INUYASHA cut him off. "Shut up! I know I'm not good enough for Kagome, but I would never let her be a submissive housewife and mate to trash like you," the dog god thundered at the top of his lungs. Kagome stared back at INUYASHA in shock. "He stood up for me?" the Miko wondered to herself. "Ha! You're pathetic, Mutt-face. Don't think this is over. I won't give up until this land is mine, and then I'll kill you and everyone in it to make way for the wolf demon tribe," Koga promised threateningly as he and his wolves turned and ran away at top speed. INUYASHA let out a sigh and then turned to Kagome, Sango, and Kilala. "Are you guys okay?" he asked. "Yeah, we're good," Sango stated as Kilala nodded in agreement. "I'm worried, INUYASHA. Will Lord Koga be back? I'm sorry I spoke out like that," Kagome said apologetically, but to her surprise, INUYASHA gently smiled and placed his hand on her cheek, grazing it softly with his thumb. "What are you talking about? Kagome, I'm so proud of you," the dog god said honestly with a bright smile. What? She asked, knowing that Kaede always told her to only speak to an enemy when absolutely necessary, and remain calm always. And if she ever broke that rule, the old Miko would scold her. "Kagome, you're a natural leader. The fact that you stood up for me and the people of this land proves that," INUYASHA clarified. Kagome could only stare at INUYASHA with a look of shock and disbelief. "He's right, Kagome. Many people fear the wolf demon tribe and Lord Koga. The fact that you stood up to him so easily shows how fearless you are," Sango added as Kilala approached Kagome and nuzzled her large head against Miko's shoulder. "I thank you," the Miko replied she replied to everyone as she petted Kilala's head, making the fire feline purr. "But Lord Koga said he'd be back. This isn't over, isn't it?" Kagome asked, making INUYASHA nod. "Sorry to say, but yeah, it ain't over. That mangy wolf isn't too clever, but he's clever enough to play dirty. We'll have to think of something fast. We'll hold a meeting tonight. And Kagome, I want you to be a part of it," the dog god stated. The Miko's eyes widened. Me? She questioned. "Yeah, you proved you can stand up to an enemy with such strength. Not to mention you're a Miko. With both our leadership and skills, we can figure it out," INUYASHA stated encouragingly. "It's just I've never really had such a big task put on my shoulders. I mean, purifying and exorcising one or two demons is one thing, but an entire tribe of wolf demons?" Kagome asked nervously, only to have her husband take her by her hand and holding it reassuringly. "You don't have to worry, Kagome. You're a strong woman in Miko." "Yes, and you won't be alone. Me, Kilala, Moroku, and everyone else back at home will be there to help you win this fight," Sango added, patting Kagome's shoulder, while Kilala continued to purr at her side. The Miko was speechless for a moment, but then she thought about Asagi and the other half-demon children, everyone in Inuyasha's domain, and Kaede's village, and without another thought she made up her mind. "Then I'll do my best to help," she stated determinedly, making the three around her smile. "Thank you, my lady," Sango replied. "Yeah, thanks, Kagome. Well, enough of that. I think we should all head back home. Shippo will need help making dinner," Inuyasha stated as he took Kagome's hand and began to guide her back to his domain, with Sango and Kilala walking beside them. "Who's Shippo?" Kagome asked. "He's the palace cook. He's mischievous but hard-working, and one hell of a brave cook, if I may say so," Inuyasha replied. "He certainly is. Shippo's father was the last palace cook, and when he died, Shippo took his place," Sango replied, making Kilala nod. "Yeah, you'll love him, and his food, Kagome. I promise," Inuyasha stated. As the four of them headed back to the underground palace, Kagome's mind was racing with worry and how she was going to handle the wolf demon tribe and their leader. But those thoughts were quickly dashed as Inuyasha squeezed her hand, sensing her worry. The Miko blushed at this action, and she couldn't deny the reason why. She knew this meant she was slowly getting used to the dog god of this land.